Oh, hello everybody, it's Dark Knight 316, and this is Robert Wheeler Gaming, and this is Tackles and Takedowns. So, we're in week 8 in football. But before we get to week 8, anybody see week 7? I think there was
I missed it. I think
there was a big sweep.
What?
It was
I missed it.
I think the Patriots destroyed the Titans.
I want to say destroy.
So because of the Patriots beat the Titans, Robert Wheeler Gaming over here owes me a steak dinner because my Patriots destroyed his Titans. And, you know, this happens every, 4 years or so, every 6 years, something like that. So, get a steak dinner every time.
You remember that one year you owed me one?
When was this? I don't remember it.
That last time.
Oh, the last time. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's because they sucked last time.
Hey, but you know what? I'm excited. Mike Vrabel. I'm liking Mike Vrabel coaching the Patriots. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's
pick.
way better than Jordan.
I was surprised, though, that he's turned around the team so quickly. Mm-hmm. Because I figured it would probably take him a year and a half.
Well, because he has that offensive coordinator now.
Yeah, but even then, it really doesn't really matter because the team was in shambles. But it goes to show though that good coaching can turn a team around. Because you think most he got to spend in free agency, but a lot of he still had the same quarterback from when Gerard Mayo had him. And look.
Well, except for Mac Jones. They got rid of Mac Jones.
Who?
So, if they didn't get rid of Mac Jones would have probably been in there with the Patriots. But let's get this week started. He can owe me the steak dinner next time. And probably take pictures of it because, it's a monumental feat.
Stop yapping. Let's get to the picks.
All right, so Thursday, you got Vikings versus Chargers. Who do you have?
I'll take the Chargers.
You got the Chargers this time? Okay. Next one after the Chargers, the Dolphins versus the Falcons.
I'm going to take the Falcons.
The Falcons. Alrighty. Next one, Bears versus the Ravens.
I got the Bears.
You got the Bears. Okay.
What's the next one?
It looks like the Bills versus the Panthers.
Okay, I got the Bills.
And it's weird that the Panthers have that record right now.
4-3.
Yeah. All right. Next one is the 0-7 Jets versus the 3-4 Bengals.
They're the Bengals.
All right. Looks like the next one is the 49ers versus the Texans.
Take the Niners.
49ers. Okay. Next one is the Browns versus the person who beat the Titans, the Patriots.
Oh, I think I might take the Patriots.
Patriots? All right. I was going to say, you take the Browns, you're going to lose. All right. Next one is the New York Giants versus the Eagles. It's a weird looking
I got
bird.
the Eagles.
Eagles. All right. Next one is the Bucks versus the Aints.
Got the Bucks.
Got the Bucks on that one. All right. After the Bucks versus the Aints is the Cowboys versus the Broncos, the Denver Broncos.
The D Broncos.
Well, because they just showed the D in there.
I got the D Broncos.
You got the D Broncos?
D Broncos are my team.
Okay. Okay, next one is the Tennessee Titans versus the 6-1 Colts.
Yeah, here's my upset game because Mike McCoy's now the coach of the Titans. So I got the Titans.
All right.
they make the Colts 6-2, and the Titans go on a 10-game win streak and win the division.
Okay. Next one's the Packers versus the Steelers.
I got the Steelers.
You got the Steelers. Okay, and then the final game, Washington versus the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs. I think Jaden Daniels is out. So,
all right.
They got 6 bye week teams.
Well, they have to
and then
start having that now.
Though.
Well, so, because they got to start getting towards the end of the season.
So week 8.
And they're doing the isn't it the last week for trades and stuff, right?
Pretty much, I believe there's
one
more week. I believe it's November.
Oh.
I believe they extended it. It's like after Halloween, I think it is now. So something like that. Who knows? Maybe we'll tell you in the news section here, but I don't see anything.
Let's see.
I got my eyes on.
Wilson rips Peyton as classless after perceived dig from former head coach. Crosby staying in Vegas. Raiders have no interest in trading the star Jets owners Johnson backs Glenn. Blames quarterback play for 0-7 start. Not quarterback's fault.
I would not say it's the quarterback.
It's the owner's. It's the coach's
coaching.
Fault. Yeah. And then they said the McCoy Ryan's not making
DeMeco
Ryan's not making OC change despite Texas offensive strength. Yeah, but it's looking pretty tiny.
So
and then it says Vikings to start quarterback Wentz again versus the Chargers with McCarthy ankle not there yet. And then you got your does Raiders wide receiver Myers still want to be traded? Oh, for sure, is what they said.
It's funny to me though that like Kirk Cousins got traded to the Falcons to go for McCarthy, and McCarthy has not stayed healthy. I think Vikings should, and remember Vikings were number 1, or not number 1, but they had a 14-2 or something, 15-2 record last season, and now they haven't played as well as they have.
Well, I mean, do you think Carson Wentz is going to do anything, or do you think he's played out?
I think Carson Wentz is holding the team enough, but I think they should go back and trade for Kirk Cousins and have him take that team over again, because I think Kirk Cousins would make this team even much better than what they're currently playing, even with Carson Wentz. So I personally thought it's kind of dumb that they're sticking with J.J. McCarthy, because I felt like J.J.
Wasn't he a rookie?
He was a rookie last season. He got injured, which I thought was dumb because it was like a torn meniscus or something. I was like, just wrap it up and get back out there. But
you had a torn meniscus?
I know. I walked on it for like 6 months. I'm like, come on, you play football, just go. I'm a civilian, and I walked on that thing. But I felt like they aren't. He needs like a couple of years of being able to sit behind a veteran, learn things like that. So I think that having Kirk Cousins would have benefited, let Kirk Cousins kind of play out his contract a little bit more, than have J.J. McCarthy take over. Because what you're going to start seeing right now, J.J. McCarthy's not going to be as good, in my opinion. I mean, he could surprise me, but I think health-wise he's not going to be as good. And then being able to, by the time if he wants to get there, they keep him next year, that's year 3, he should have already had 2 years under his belt from learning and things. And I don't think he's going to progress well enough that they need to. And Carson Wentz, which is a sad thing, he's a journeyman. I liked Carson Wentz on the Eagles. I really thought, that injury really hurt him, I felt like. And he hasn't really had a chance to prove himself again as a starter. But, I mean, look at Jared Goff.
Well, look at Sam Darnold, too. They're all, usually come in as backups, and then the one quarterback gets injured, and then they have to go in and, take over.
But you see Sam Darnold was actually doing pretty good with the Seahawks. And so you think, it took him a while to go from the Jets to the 49ers, to be able to learn how to play quarterback and get good at, playing quarterback. So he's actually held the Seahawks being able to do pretty good. But let's close this out. Playoff picture.
Yeah, let's take
a look at where everybody's at. and see if your predictions stay the same or change. So,
Ooh, Patriots are number 2 now.
AFC, NFC, and this is what it's currently looking like.
Patriots went up 2, and that's the Broncos. It'll be a good face-off.
So if playoffs were in today, Colts would have a bye week. Patriots would play the Jaguars.
And they could beat the Jaguars.
Then you'd have the Broncos against the Chargers, Steelers, Bills.
The Steelers-Bills game would be a good game.
And remember, the Bills only, one, they had a bye week, and 2, remember, they lost to the Patriots early on, so that's the whole reason why.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying the Steelers-Bills game would be interesting.
I think it would be interesting, too, considering the fact that if Mike Vrabel comes in, turns around the Patriots, and wins the division, Mike Vrabel should win another Coach of the Year, in my opinion, because you don't see coaches really do that too much, where they just come in. Even though I think, what's his name, Shane, for the Colts? I can't think of his last name, but he might win it if the Colts continue to pick up this pace. He might win Coach of the Year, but I think Mike Vrabel, if Mike Vrabel wins the division, I think Mike Vrabel takes it. Because I think this is a more interesting story than the Colts, because both teams kind of play in a weak division now. You got, your top teams, but the AFC South is a weaker division than the AFC East. So you have the Bills is supposed to be a Super Bowl picks, but yeah. So you got the Broncos leading the division. They're 5-2. Steelers leading the division. Bills.
I mean, the Rams are in it.
Chargers and Jags, but yeah. So the Rams, Seahawks. I think these two teams are going to be fighting with the 49ers, but I think they're going to flip flop. I think it's going to be a race to the finish for this division. Because the 49ers are 5-2, Seahawks are 5-2, and the Rams are 5-2. Any one of them lose another game, they flip flop.
Well, the Rams have a bye week, the Seahawks have a bye week, Lions have a bye week.
Mm-hmm.
So they're already ranking out of it basically. Because if the other teams win, then they're gonna come up.
What's interesting though is look at all these teams right here. If you go from 2 down. Everybody's 5-2. That's a pretty strong division, and any of these can flip flop at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of these teams lose, even though you're leading the division, you could drop to 4.
So then, why is the Packers number 1 if they're 4-1?
Because they only have
4-1.
They only have 1 loss. So even though they tied it,
but they tied it. Isn't that considered a loss too?
It's considered a tie. So they
that should be considered a loss, and they should be.
They technically have a
4-2
better winning percentage than the rest of the division. But seeing that all the rest of the teams are 5-2, and you look at here, all these guys are these are 4-3, but a lot of them have 4 wins here. Then you're top. So looks like NFC is a stronger side right now, and even the Bears are in the hunt, and they're 4-2. So it's like
I say all those ones have bye weeks, so if they win their games, then these 4-2s are going to go up there.
I think you see these 6 teams are already out. I think for the division, even if they went out. Well, besides Tennessee, because they're going to go win 10 straight.
Oh yeah,
but. I think
how could they win 10 straight when there's only 16 games?
There's 17 games.
17
and they're 1-6 right now, so they just won 10 straight.
Oh yeah.
So
they'll be 11.
I was sitting there trying to figure out who they beat for their first win. I couldn't remember.
Who did they beat?
Was it the Cardinals?
Probably.
I believe it was the Cardinals they beat.
Well, if you look at their at the team, it'll show you.
But I was like, I cannot
show you their last
figure out
games.
their. Can I click here?
Probably not. They don't make it that easy for you.
But I was like, I couldn't figure out. I couldn't figure out who they won. I believe it was the Cardinals because they did that comeback win in the 4th quarter.
So if you scroll up, if it lets you, it shows your full schedule. Oh, I didn't see. Did you see that score? It was reversed. 31-13. That's what they said. So let's see. The loss, win.
Yeah.
And they came back by 1 point, and then lost to the Raiders, lost it in New England. Are they going to win this time?
They're going to win,
And
beat
then
the
win,
Chargers, and then
have
go
a
into their bye week.
And then beat Houston.
I mean, here's another win
Houston,
they could possibly get.
Yeah,
Houston's been looking terrible.
Exactly. They could beat Seattle. They could beat Jags. Browns, they could beat. 49ers would be a toss-up. Chiefs, they could actually beat because Chiefs have not been looking good.
Yeah, but this might be prime Chiefs by the time they get to.
That is true.
And you think if let's say Tennessee has another 1 or 2 wins, they're not going to want to lose to a 3-13 or whatever you're going to be at this time.
And then the Aints, you should be able to win.
So,
and then to be determined, I don't know why.
Yeah, well, because they sometimes do flex games at the time, so they could put this on a Sunday if they wanted to.
Oh, so that's just what it means. They don't know what day it's going to be.
Yeah, they don't know when they're going to play it because this is the last game of the season. They can change it, do whatever, basically, that they want to. But, yeah. Overall, it's going to be fun times. So,
we're going to tighten right there. Tighten up on that one. Tighten up. What's the next ones for the Patriots?
For the Patriots?
Yeah, we'll go there before we end it. Single game tickets. Ooh.
Teams, Patriots.
Again, 13-31.
So let's see. They lost to the Raiders?
Yeah.
Man, so did the Titans.
Uh-huh. And then the Raiders went 0 whatever against their team. Then
I didn't know they lost to the Raiders.
They won the Dolphins.
That's crazy that they only lost.
They won to Dolphins.
And they lost to Pittsburgh, which is a legit
loss.
Won
to Panthers. The Bills, I didn't think that they were going to win, but they did win to the Bills. They beat the Aints. They beat the Titans. Mm-hmm. They're going to beat the Browns. They're going to beat the Falcons. Buccaneers, I mean, they potentially could. That's going to be a tough game. They'll beat the Jets. They'll beat the Bengals. They'll beat the Giants.
And their bye week's week 14? Wow. Mm-hmm. That's late.
Then they'll come back and beat the Bills again. Beat the Ravens. Beat the Jets. And then
they got Meany.
Then they'll beat Meany. So they could potentially not lose another game.
Yeah, I think
except for maybe the Bucks.
Well, if I were to look at this, they're 5-2 now. I think 6-2.
Yeah.
7-2. I think that they possibly could lose this. So if we say it is a loss, so 7-3, 8-3, 9-3, 10-3. This one's a toss-up.
Yeah, well, let's just say they win
11-3,
12-3, 13, 14.
You think they could be 14-3?
They could be 14-3, yeah. And that would be a really good.
That would be a really good turnaround.
Turnaround for the Patriots from being one of the worst teams last season. So, but dang, yeah, they could potentially win all those.
If they win it out, I mean, this was an embarrassing loss. But I mean, then again, we lost.
But then again, it was just their first game. They're trying to get it all in there with the new coach. Because then you just saw their Steelers. They were already going.
And right now, JJ McCarthy's prime JJ McCarthy right now. Mm-hmm. So it's getting there.
Yep. But. So then that's all of our predictions this week. All of our analysis for tackles and takedowns. Monday we will be at Monday Night Raw, so we'll probably have footage of some of those matches, so we could go put this on the channel as well.
I forgot it was
because
Monday.
It's not just football, but it's also wrestling on there as well, and so we'll probably have some type of arrangement, kind of like how we did last week with being at the Raiders game. We showed off the Raiders plays that we saw since we were there at the stadium. You got to see behind the scenes basically, or the first hand of the Raiders game where it was showing our plays and stuff. So yeah, so put your predictions for this week down below on there. Would you have picked the Patriots to beat the Titans for the steak dinner, or put suggestions down below on in the comments on what steak dinner place should I go to? What steak place should I go to? Price is not an option on there. Just put whatever stake place you want
Price
on there.
is an option.
So price, you can do whatever. Put that below on there. Where do you think the Patriots or Titans are going to land at the end of the season? We don't know. So just do your prediction down there, and we'll see you on the next one next week on Tackles and Takedowns. We'll see you.
How we going, guys? God bless you guys.
See you.